Hello everybody, Don't Blink here again with another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys, and today I've got a match of rush attack on Karg Island using the assault kit with the M16A3 as my primary weapon. This is some pretty old footage, so that's why I don't have any attachments on this weapon. I never really used the M16 in the alpha or the beta, so I kind of neglected to use it in the retail version of the game until I had already unlocked a lot of attachments for the other primary weapons in the assault class. I've always kind of preferred the AK-74M, so when I finally got my hands on the M16 and put some time into it, I was pleasantly surprised by how good it is. It really is a great weapon. The M16A4 is less pleasing to my personal preferences just because I'm not a huge fan of burst fire weapons, at least in this game. But the A3 is really quite good. I'm not sure whether I like the AK-74M better than the M16 or not, but they're both definitely very usable. They're better than the initial unlocks for most of the other classes. So if you're having trouble as a low level, I'd recommend trying out the assault class because it's pretty straightforward and it'll get you a lot of points relatively quickly. But yeah, we take out that first base rather quickly, and then I end up having to stay behind here because I get picked at by an enemy who is kind of waiting for us to head towards the second base. So I jump into this portable building here and kind of try and figure out where this enemy is. But what I want to talk about today for just a short while is some of the information that was released yesterday regarding Battlefield 3 and Back to Karkand, the upcoming expansion pack for Battlefield 3. So first up, Back to Karkand, a new trailer came out yesterday. I'll put a link on the screen and in the description to this video so that you can go and check it out if you haven't already. Nothing too new, although it does show a lot of gameplay with weapons that are exclusive to the expansion pack. You are going to be able to use the weapons that you unlock in the Back to Karkand expansion pack in the vanilla game, but obviously we haven't seen those weapons before. Weapons such as the MG36 and the FAMAS and a couple others. I believe there are 10 in total that will be new to the Back to Karkand expansion pack, 2 for each class, with the all-kit weapons being the 5th class. So that's exciting. New weapons is always nice, gives you a new unlock tree in terms of unlocking attachments for it, and obviously it's nice to just have a little bit more variety in the gun selection, although Battlefield 3 already has just such a large assortment of weapons. There really is something for everyone, but I myself am really looking forward to trying out the MG36. I liked it a lot in Battlefield Bad Company 2. FAMAS is another weapon that I'm looking forward to using in Battlefield 3. It should be interesting to see how it fares once the expansion pack comes out. But the most interesting thing about the Back to Karkand news that came out yesterday had to do with the new persistent system called assignments. And basically what the assignments are is a way to unlock the weapons in Back to Karkand without requiring you to get a certain amount of experience points in a certain class. Instead, it's kind of achievement based. The one that they showed as an example had you getting 20 light machine gun kills and 2 mortar kills. So that's just one example. I'm guessing the others will be different, and obviously, depending upon the class that you're going to be unlocking the weapons for, it will change what the requirements are to unlock those weapons. But I think it's an interesting system. It kind of reminds me of the contracts system in Black Ops. I don't know how many of you played that game. I'm guessing many of you. I didn't put too much time into that game, but the contract system was a nice feature that kept things interesting on a regular basis. So I don't know how regularly the assignment system will be updated with new assignments and all that. But nevertheless, it's an interesting addition, and I'm guessing that they're going to incorporate it for future DLC and expansion packs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it in terms of Back to Karkand news. They also made it known yesterday on the Battlefield blog that we will be getting a patch for Battlefield 3 next week for those of us on PC, and probably the week after that for those of you who play on consoles. There's the short delay between the PC and console release due to the fact that certification is kind of a pain in the butt when it comes to consoles, so it takes a little bit longer to get everything tested and sorted out in terms of releasing that patch. But nevertheless, I'm very excited to finally have a patch for this game. I know there was a day one patch that came out, but it was kind of incorporated into the initial download on PC at the very least. So I never saw the game prior to it being patched with that day one patch, but I'm sure many of you probably agree on this. But Battlefield 3 is still kind of broken. It still has a lot of issues. It's playable, for sure, but it crashes and there are server connection issues and, just glitches with weapons and aiming reticles and everything else that kind of comes with a modern-day shooter on release. And it's unfortunate that games are released in such buggy states nowadays. But at the very least, we do have very simple mechanisms through which we can get the games updated and patched and stuff like that. So I wish DICE had released a more polished product in the first place, and I wish that they had patched it sooner. But nevertheless, I am happy that it is getting patched. And hopefully it will be a substantial one with a lot of good fixes that will make the game more fun to play and more stable to play. But yeah, that's about it. We take this third base, and I end up getting picked off by an enemy who kind of lingered in our base, as you can see right there. And I take him out in my next life, but by the time I make it to the final base, my team actually took out both crates. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.